So she's got service eternal again on her butt. That right there on her is the exact same thing as up there. It's the exact same wording. So yeah, that's service eternal, which is the exact same thing right there. So why? I'm also open to the idea that all these people, the reason why they have a head thing is because they're like the Borg. And she is a construct created by them to run their society so they can live in peace and harmony and be very chill. And she's not real, but they're all real. I'm open to that as well. I'm open to some full-on Borg stuff. I'm open to this. Because she serves them as their leader, and they're like, we just didn't want to rule over ourselves anymore. I'm open to it. I don't think that's true, but I'm open to the idea. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, when you say it like that, I am expecting some terrible stuff. What does that mean? It's nearly... What does that mean? The most ominous wording ever.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namikka. Everything is going to be all right.
Bitch, what?
What's the matter, dear?
I didn't even notice the bracelet. I didn't even notice that.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namikka.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namikka, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
The fuck does that mean?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
I just want to say, for the record, in this scene, all the voices outside, they were all like, hello, welcome, American friends. And here they're like, yo, this shit's terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm still not sure they aren't being mind controlled.
Thank you, Namikka, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
Bitch, you know the last person who said ease your burden was some sort of despair bird child, and I had to beat the crap out of her while riding on the back of my arch nemesis to the coolest remix of every song in the game, and I will do it again! I will do it again if I have to!
I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
Never in the history of existence has someone said a word and then you asked, oh, what did you mean by that? And they said, oh, nothing, and it meant nothing. Look, I've been so patient. Little JC has been a great mentor. He's been along for the ride. He has definitely taught Wuklamont all he knows. And then you done attacked a town, and you done tried to hurt my people, and I'm letting you know, the minute they let me off the chain, look at him. He's just waiting. He's just waiting. Let him off the chain. Let him go. Let him go. He is going to go crazy on y'all. Let him go. His little tiny fury knows no bounds. He is ready. He is ready to go.
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namikka, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
That's what I need more answers on that.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
Then
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining.
No, that's stupid. Never mind. I had the thought, I'll let you in what's going on in my brain. I had the thought that maybe Zoraal Ja contacted the past, which was another reflection, and then that reflection was destroyed with the Calamity of Lightning, and this was the surviving bit of the Calamity of Lightning. And that's why it has both the attributes of a Calamity, but also not. Because it rejoined, but also not. Right? Which is a stretch, admittedly, but like, that's what I was thinking.
Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
Great. Will we get an answer?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
Yes, thank you for that.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
But the timing doesn't add up. Something seems... Yo, if this had always been there, if we had discovered this has always been there, I would absolutely say this is from the Calamity on the 12th. That was the Calamity of Lightning, and they managed to escape the Calamity of Lightning. However, the timing doesn't make any sense. So I don't know.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
What, girl? Why you like this? Okay. I mean, it's again, it's quite possible that we are existing in a state of where if it is Alexandria and they're going very on the nose, and this is in fact the 9th, this could be another place like the Void or the First where they attempted to do a thing. But still, if it's like that, then it's potentially... I don't know why they would lightning twice. Also why it would be so, like, again, timetables are not adding up. Unless they hit us with, remember those Ascians that we never really told you what happened to them? We're bringing them back. I honestly would rather they didn't, but I don't know, like, it doesn't, look, the timetable doesn't make sense. The only thing I can think of is that we are full timey-wimey, we're Jeremy Baramy, this whole thing, and this is all from the past, and they just happen to end up here, right? So, like, potentially, this is the Calamity of Lightning, and they shielded themselves in order to get away. And when they did get away, they ported to the future of our timeline, which is very similar because when Graha and the Crystal Tower teleported, they went from the future way back to the past. And so, and on a different shard. He was 100 years off, he said, I think. So, it's potentially, this could be that. The question is then, when did Zoraal Ja contact them through the portal? And more importantly, why doesn't Sphene remember that conversation unless bitch be lying? I don't know. I have no answers. I guess we'll keep seeing.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Right, so Solution 9, which means could there be a Solution 1 through 8 that failed, and Solution 9 is the dome they constructed to, like, save themselves, and this is the last place that they could escape to? Like, it all seems fairly like it would make sense, but I don't know.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraal Ja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraal Ja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoraal Ja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course.
Oh, she's the worst.
Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Cahciua, you might try the Thunderyards to the east.
Oh, she's just the worst.
The Thunderyards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunderyards, and all will be made clear.
Why you like this? Oh my god, I just need little JC reaction shots where he's like...
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep anyway.
If this man's voice suddenly changes, I'm going to lose my shit.
Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namikka these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namikka? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Oh, this bitch! Oh, this mind-controlling bitch! Oh, this bitch! Oh, this... No! Oh, I'm gonna get her! Oh, I'm gonna get her! Oh my god, I'm gonna get her! Oh, you should have let me loose! You should have let me loose! Oh, you should have let me loose! Oh my god, they should have let me loose! You should have let me attack her right away. Oh! 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 Why? Why? They should... Oh, I knew something was up. I knew he sounded weird. They all sounded weird. They all sounded like they were fake-ass people being...
We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
What is cloud gaming? Is it really a giant computer? Was I right about this? What the shit is it? Was I right? Am I right? How am I right? This shouldn't. What is happening? What is this expansion? Have you ever needed a stiff drink at 1:24 p.m., 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday? Because I'm feeling it. This is very unsettling. We'll see how it is for other people. Yeah, we should go ask. Joe Bonewitz! Thank you. You know what? You know what? You know what? For you? For you? Where the hell is that damn drink? Yeah, shit is crazy. Whee! Oh. It's jarring when I hear the voice come out of another Lalafell because it's so rare. I must stress, big fan. As far as I could tell, Pei Poane generally had no recollection of Namikka. I've never seen nor heard of anything like this before. Should I go and talk to other people in town? We'll do that in a sec. What's going on? How could Poane suddenly forget about Namikka? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namikka in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Oh my god, they're channeling the wind energies. Yeah, the music completely changed. Like, just wild stuff. Also, where's the enthusiast day? I have another question. Very forecast terminal. Only those 3 quests, huh? Alright, I'll allow it for now. I know you're out there somewhere, Corn Servant. I need your help now more than ever. Corn Servant, I need you now more than ever. So they got Lala's here. An old woman named Namikka? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. So they like wiped. They were like, she'll be fine. Don't worry. You know, so you know how I know she's a liar? Because Fim was like, don't worry. She'll be fine. It's none of that matters, right? She said, what she did say is, as long as you remember them, they're with you forever. And then she wiped their memory of them? I don't trust her at all. I don't trust her. She is a bad person. She's a bad person. Doc, what is this? A pile of gold? I'll bet you a pile of gold against your soul. I'm going to give you 1 hanging lure. Look at this doggo. Look at that doggo. That $80 million doggo. What is this? Ooh, ooh. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to give you, for the all right, all right, all right, I'm going to give you some creamy hot chocolate. All right, all right, all right. Okay, now, ladies. Yeah? All right, let's go see what other terrible things this queen has done. Oh, yeah, we have to go inside the building where they were like, wipe her out, all of her. I do recall caring for someone until recently. And you say that she was a woman named Namikka? While I can't say for certain it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Ooh, what if it's a combination of two things? Like, Sphne's like, oh yeah, I keep them alive forever by putting them in the cloud. Memory? I've never been more convinced she's a robot. I've never been more convinced in my entire life. That is a robot queen. That is a robot queen. That is some robot ass queen. And so because oh shit. Oh, I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who wrote it. It was it was, oh, what the hell's that guy's name? I don't know if it was Asimov. It was one of them, but it was a short story, and the idea is that it's a robot, and the robot needs to take care of man, right? It's one of those, like, 3-law robot kind of deals, right? And the robot needs to take care of man. It's like, I will always take care of you, but it's one of those horror stories where the idea is that the robot's like, I can't let you die, right? And so the robots would keep people alive forever, long past their expiration date, and they're basically like permanently suffering. This is very similar, except the robot is like, I can't let you die, so I'm going to store your like memory data in the cloud kind of vibe. I don't know what for. I don't know why. But it does track. So remember when I was like, when they sucked up the juice from a person, I was like, oh, is that similar to when Graha was like, hey, you put the memory and their soul in the crystal? And I was like, maybe the colors don't match. Maybe the colors have nothing to do with it. Maybe that's just because it was a different expansion. But the two parts, two orbs came up, which I'm assuming are memory and soul, right? And if you suck those up, the question is, why would they do that? And for what purpose? Is it to put them in the cloud? Why would they do that? Why do they need people in the cloud? I have no answers yet. But I'm convinced this is some robot nonsense. I'm convinced this is robot nonsense. It always is robot nonsense. Never robot cool stuff. It's always robot nonsense. What's that? Do I know a Namikka? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked in the outskirts a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. So, it was the same for everyone? Not a single person remembers Namikka? It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. Well, such a thing might be done with magic. To alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sense none of it at the moment. Neither did I. But I did notice something else right before Beabone seemingly forgot. A light in the device on his head began to blink. Oh, I noticed that too. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who let me ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed. We can readily solve the mystery about Namikka. Perhaps we could search for, boy, I don't even know how. I can never get this name right. It's not Ka. It's something else, but the mom instead. Sven said try the Thunderyards. Cahciua. Cahciua, sure. Sure. It should be in this direction. Cahciua? Cahciua. What the shit is that? I hope you have a cute voice. I hope whatever your voice is, it's super cute. Like a kid's voice, like a little, you know, on South Park, Ike? I hope it's like Ike's voice. I hope whatever voice comes out of your mouth, they just got a child in a voice studio and we're like, go child, say these lines of dialogue. Because I would love that. Impossible! Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We'd better just walk Lamont. Sometimes, half the time you're like, I'm a friend indeed. And then you see a weird circle thing and you're like, murder it. You really are my mentee, aren't you? Whoa! Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking some questions. Annabelle, are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. No, it's nothing. I'm fine. For some reason, it reminded me of my mother. If that's the case, I would lose my mind. If that thing was like, I am your mother, son, I'd be out. I'd be like, what is happening? Well, it went off in a direction we're headed anyway, so let's try and track it down. I don't even know what is happening in this game right now. Little JC is just like, bro, what is going on? Also, still no corn servant, eh? Still south. Maybe I can get it. Southwest. It's across the wall, isn't it? Son of a biscuit. Alright. Alice, you what's up? It's faster than it looks. What is? Oh, the guy. Oh, right. I was like, what do you mean? It's faster. The little tiny guy. The little cutie pie. Right. No sign of it over here. Nothing but birds over here. Voice? No. 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 You found it? To the northeast? Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on, then. Could be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. If this, I have no thoughts. My brain has gone completely empty. I am so, if it is this obvious, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, this is, we have gone full on crazy town. The stones in those crates, could it be turquoise? So it went in here? An old coal mine? It appears to have long since been abandoned, like so many other places. I think it's safe to assume it went in the mines. I hear faint voices coming. Yo, are these survivors? People, are these like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready to for a fight, everyone. Are these gonna be like, that queen's up to no good, don't trust her? Yo, I need that. I need someone to be sane. I need one sane person here to be like, don't trust that bitch, she's crazy. Oh no, they got TVs here. They got little TV people. And, you know what? This is the best thing I've seen the entire, you know what? This is all I'm here for. A device made with electrope. It seems to be the only one here. This tunnel just keeps going. I'm not worried. We've had to improvise countless times before, after all. That's Alice. It would appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. Is there a tunnel map? Oh, they come out over here, huh? Okay. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Cutscene.
What is this?
Ironville!
A trap?
That's how I feel. Come on, a trap.
It really is you!
Corn servant, what the shit's going on right now? His mom's an orb? That's what I heard, Jesse. His mother is an orb. That's madness. How'd she become an orb? Are there other orb people? What's that shit about? I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. This expansion went from 1 to 11 fairly quickly. I know. I'm aware. But it feels like I have no answers. And I'm going to let you know, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now. Well, I believe that is the point. Well, why is that the point? We were on vacation like 4 hours ago, and then we hopped on a train, and we blasted robot men, and now we're talking to a robot mom. I know. Isn't it wild? No! Some might call it corny. No! Okay.
Huh?
Absolute best line read in all of Final Fantasy XIV. That's how I feel. That's what I want to say. That's where I am spiritually, physically, emotionally. That is the best line read in the history of this expansion. Not this expansion. All of Final Fantasy XIV. Huh? That's how I feel.
Who?
Why?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Alejandro.
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. What are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
I have no evidence for this, and obviously we'll find out in a minute, but you ever have one of those friends, it happens in movies often, but you ever have one of those friends where they're like, my parents are the worst, ugh, and they try to like, be like, I'm nothing like them, they're terrible, and then you meet their parents and they're like, oh, it's our sweetheart, and you're like, I feel like we just learned that about Erenville. This dude changed his name and was like, she's more of a mentor than a mother. And now we see the mom, and the mom's like, you little cutie pie. Erenville. I'm at this point convinced he's faking his voice. I think he found out that the buns on the other side of the world talk like blah, 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 and he was like, yeah, no, that's how I'm gonna talk right now. I am convinced of this. If the mom's like, that's not how you talk, dummy, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
Does she not know she's a giant floating robot orb?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Zoraal Ja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Alejandro was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
I love this. I love the mom's voice so much.
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Cahciua.
I'm sorry?
Thank you. At least there are other characters like me that are like, the shit?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in. Come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
Also, his name really is LNSP. LNSP.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
LMNOP. It's literally just LNSP. LNSPO.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
Yo, big yes on that. The crazy part is, little JC has been to other worlds, and this is still the strangest shit he's ever. He's like, bro, what? Too strange by half. Okay, music. Jeez. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me. I don't know, Cryle, I don't know. Annabelle's mother is a floating machine. Right, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. The Elegant had machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least Cahciua is safe. Can we talk to these people? Still some life left in this. So they're collecting guns, the Nerf guns. Is that a radio? Is he monitoring shit? Oh, hello. Do I know you from before? Were you on the train? Was she on the train to get out of town? I don't remember. That girl's name is Nostalgia? The fuck? Always too much excitement with her. Sorry for drawing our weapons on ya. If it's any consolation, this is all rather confusing to us as well. Let me see what's behind the curtain. Michelle Asante. She was also in Alan Wake 2. Well, that's not very helpful. I went to go look up who she played in Alan Wake 2, and it just says voice. So that doesn't help me at all. If anything, she's probably like Townsperson 4. Which is fine. It's just voices. IMDb, sometimes you're not helpful at all. Come, make yourselves comfortable. All right. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, we'll need to ask her. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Aldessian, it's been quite a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization. Oblivion, we call ourselves. And our goal is to thwart Zoraal Ja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within the dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth at our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Interesting. Then, does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoraal Ja. Right, so this is, whatever this is before, so this is going to be like another, on the other source. Do you believe that Oblivion was founded by Cryo's parents? And that's why they gave up their little baby girl, because they knew they were going to war. And they were like, please take care of her, Galuf. And then they went back to go fight their battle. I just think I figured this shit out. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? Oh, you mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed in relation to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Have you ever seen the game Detroit Become Human? Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. What does that mean? Yo, I just had the trippiest thought. Woo! Okay, here we go. If souls are a currency, much like, I mean, like, how do you get soul? Like, there's the idea of how do you collect souls? I'm thinking of that Justin Timberlake movie, that like really ridiculous one, In Time, About Time, whatever that movie's called, where he's got time written on his wrist, and it's like you can buy and sell time, cooking time. Pothy, it's cooking time. Thank you for that. And you can buy the soul. It's time. And if time is a currency, and in this case, souls are a currency, which buy you more life. What is to prevent them from Bitcoin mining this whole situation? Like, what if I read the attack on Tural wrong, and those dudes that collected the, like, pew, 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 That wasn't them collecting to take them to the cloud. They were collecting souls to use to keep people alive. They were mining souls. And their plan is to This seems really far out there. But what if these are the next expansion villains for like the next arc? And what we're going to find out is that the reason why they just showed up now, despite it being centuries since potentially the 11th was destroyed, is because they've been going around to the other reflections, harvesting souls to live forever, and they power their army of robot men, and they've come now to us because they're harvesting souls here, and their whole thing is soul harvesting, and that's and is this some bullshit? Ooh, what if? I still don't know how to do the math on it. I can't show my work. I'm not sure how it all adds up. But what if? Right, but here's the thing. I saw someone in chat say, but Namikka died. And this is where we come back to Queen Sphene. The Queen, I'm still convinced, is a construct. Someone constructed her, I don't know why yet. But the implication by what's written on her body is that she serves all. The citizens of the world, right? So she sees Namikka, because Namikka was there when they popped into the world in the dome, right? And I guess through some sort of wacky law of robotics, because Namikka was in their realm, Namikka counts as being a citizen. And so she's going to take care of Namikka and put her up in the cloud because she gets to live forever in the cloud. Everyone outside the dome, fuck them. They aren't us. It's one of those, they built a dome and they're going to make the rest of the world pay for it. Right? They're like, F them, we're going to go kill. And they have the power. And so they just go from place to place. And if you're lucky enough to be in the dome, fuck it, you're in. You're fine. You're a part of us now. But if you're not, you're food. Just saying. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? That's what I'm saying. They do. Souls are packaged in cells. Soul cells, right, okay. So not soul cells as in like cellular, but soul cells as in like power cells, but with souls. Like they took kind of the idea of Graha's crystal and were like, it's battery pack. Maybe, is that the vibe? They've been used to replenish the life force that is lost due to a sudden death, such as accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Right. So she does consider 100%. So she considers her part of the crew, and then they, boop, if you die of old age, they put you in the cloud. Whoa. 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 Whoa! Shit, I can't get out of this scene. All right, well, pause. We'll hold it. We'll come back to this. Distribution of cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary. This literally is that Time movie. Get out of town. When fulfilling their duties. So the more important you are, the more time you get. Souls is a common resource, and payment for service is rendered. The void-sent practice of consuming others for the ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Well, this explains why this was a storyline. The 6.1 to 6.5 storyline was this. It explains it. Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? I feel like that's a better way of saying, doesn't that dilute your sense of self? As prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. So that's the second thing. Memory management? And the reason everyone's forgotten Namikka's existence? The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. So if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulator is also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing them. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of Everkeep's core system by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So, this is what it meant by their memories being in the cloud. What is meant? Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. Oh boy, we're getting a rundown? God bless this game. God bless this game taking the time to do stuff like this. You know what? Is this our new explaining how Ascians work? You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. Then it's delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. That's one of the colors. That's one of the two colors. I think that is. I think it was white and like a red, gray, no, orange. That color. Bing bong. I don't think that was the color. I don't know. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Was it gray? I don't... Look. It's clear, not orange. Look! So then you take another I don't... Yeah! Ooh, he's very excited. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. Right! Oh, shit! That's why there's the two. The memories, just like when Graha was like, there's the soul, there's the memory. So the soul, they're using as the time thing on the wrist. But the memories, they store in the system to live forever. Interesting. And this is why people are happy here. On the surface, it's similar to Yakui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encased in Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world. We nailed it. We so nailed this. Amidst the mountain death toll, scientists use electrope to devise a means to save the lives they could so the nation could endure. All this man needs to say is, the queen is a robot, and I'll be so happy. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Tural would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wished. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunderyards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoraal Ja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. I can understand why you would do that. That's a very hey look, come on. We're not gonna force it on you. Live forever or die. Like, it's whatever, you know. Obviously, people are going to choose to live forever sometimes, right? And some people will be like, hell no, I'm not going to risk it. Like, I get it. I get it. Everything that lives must someday die. That's the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it'd be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I mean, we did, didn't we? I know just the person to show you. And as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we gonna see exactly? Come with me, you'll find out. Hopefully we get out of this cutscene. I can tell you what I just realized, because I think I'm totally right. I think I'm totally right. How much you want to bet that last zone, the zone we haven't gone to yet, is the cloud? We are 100% going there. We are 100% going there. It's happening. It is happening. That's where we're going. We're going into the cloud. We're going into... Oh, stop. Oh, unless I just realized, oh, god damn it. Unless it's a dungeon, in which case that's very possible. The last zone is going to look like Final Fantasy IX's Alexandria, the one we saw the screenshot from FanFest. One of the FanFests, I think. That's 100% what it's going to be. That's 100% what it's going to be. And we're going to end up seeing that shit and be like, the question is, why do we go there? Interesting. Okay. All right. Color me excited. Color me excited. Oh, you know why we're going there? Oh, stop. Oh, come on. You know why we're going there? Westworld Season 2, baby. We might take out the physical representation of Queen Sphene at some point, but she's an AI, bro, and we gotta go with the computer to kill that bitch. Oh my God. We doing it. We doing it. We doing it. We going in there. We going in there to kill that bitch. Oh! We going in there to kill that bitch. We going to kill that bitch. I'm sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. We're to see how the regulators work, but how? So the regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namikka? For forgetting what a wonderful person she was? What does she intend to show us? To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. Everyone here? Good. It's responsibility of the Thunderyards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Streaka, one of the hunters. I recognize that face. Can I snooch up here? Snooch! Nice. Interesting. So they've got like a whole command center of sentries, huh? Now, why would the sentries be... That's the thing I don't understand. If it's like, yeah, everyone's fine, why would the sentries be angry with us? Why fight them? Oh, they're defective. Right. Well, why wouldn't they deal with that? What do you think's in this box? I'm guessing food? Judging by its name, I take it this facility is for gathering lightning energy. Let's get this over with. While I'm not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risk inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical considerations of using souls in such fashion. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study electrope on behalf of the students. Streaka will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator. Okay. Cahciua, what are you doing here? And with so many friends. Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assume they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphene's crown. Boy, I saw through that. But they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they were struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I'll take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Cahciua said you're a hunter? But wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are. Eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeep of Alexandria's infrastructure. so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're all compensated for our work. Oh, shit! Is it even more insidious than I thought it was? Oh, man, is it even more insidious than I thought it was? Okay, you ready for this? I just had to like, oh boy, here we go. All right. Because I was thinking, okay, remember how I said, what if the Alexandrians teleport around to different worlds, like different shards, and they collect souls in order to keep their like weird soul lives going, right? But then I had another thought just now, because all these people seem to be people that are part of Team Sphene, but also they're all Eorzeans, as far as I can tell, or not Eorzeans, they're Turalians. Is it possible that they go around to different worlds, teleport in, and wherever they teleport, there's people inside the sphere, right? And those people are like, oh shit, what's going on? And the queen shows up and is like, hey man, we're from a different world, but we bring you the power of everlasting life. And all you gotta do is work for us. But what they're really doing, and she's like, oh yeah, we'll give you a place. We'll give you a place in the cloud if you work for us. And they're like, okay, sure. And those people who do, they get a place in the cloud. But what they're actually doing is every world they go to, they're systematically helping the Alexandrians collect all the souls from the world so they can keep their whole thing running, and then these people will all die of old age, right? After however long, they'll die of old age, go up to the cloud, and they'll be like, boy, we sure did our part. And then when there's no more life on the world, they go to a different world, and then they're just like, whoop, and they find new people to take over, and they're like, yeah, we sure want to live forever, and they get those people to do the work for them. So really they're just like conning these people, which is why they're all like, it's a pyramid scheme of souls, basically. And in the end, none of these people really matter to them, because the plan is to harvest the souls and memories of the people outside, right? And Ponzi scheme, that's what I meant. And I wonder if we're gonna find out that the memories they have aren't like the person that was in Tural, right? The Tuliolol, the person that we saw get harvested in Tuliolol. Are we gonna find out that they're like, yeah, okay, we took the memories, but like, that's like scrap, so we threw that away? I don't know. We'll find out. Or can they change the memory tree? I don't know. We'll find out. Because we're 100% going to the memory land. It's happening. We're going to the cloud. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone who's looking to build up a savings. See, a savings of souls. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see the dangers you speak of. If it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you can cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. So really, the way I would think about this is like kind of Mako. The idea being that on Atheris, there is a life stream, and that river, that sea of souls, right? You can go back to it and chill there, or you can be reincarnated, whatever. But the vibe is that it's a finite resource. Like, it is like the blood, it's it's all there is that exists in the world. And what ends up happening is, if you keep sucking it all out, eventually you'll end up with like the burn. You'll end up like the burn, where everything's destroyed. And so what would happen is, if they keep taking all the souls away from the flow of life, then eventually over time that would whittle and whittle and whittle. And so that's why you would come to a planet, suck up all the life, and then leave, like Independence Day, dude. Oh my god. So I feel like that's their plan. That's their like secret plan. Aren't souls immortal? Not if they're used to power up. Like, I feel like the way they're using them, the Alexandrians are using them, is a different way. It's different. They're like using it as a like they're burning it off to keep themselves alive. And instead of on Aetheris, when you die, you return to the ethereal sea, and then you have the chance to be reborn, or you can just hang out in the ethereal. I think you can decide. I don't remember if you can decide whether you want to be reborn or not, but they're literally, these people are using it as like lighting a candle and letting the wick burn. You don't decide, it just sort of happens. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, some people literally cease to be. Like there's some souls who just cease to be. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but it happens. So, interesting. My fussy little bun was never any good at fighting, and this body of mine isn't suited to it either. We leave this work in your capable hands. I'm afraid I must leave the fighting to you. Okay. Yeah, so these dudes is bad news. Even if Queen Sphene is like a nice person, the objectives of the entirety of her people are like not good. Oh boy. I feel like we're gonna get another. Now that I've said that, I feel like we're gonna get one of those things where it's like, oh boy. We're gonna confront her about this and be like, what the hell are you doing? You're literally killing planets. And she's gonna do the line from the trailer, the launch trailer, where she's like, given any other choice, what would you have done? And she's gonna reveal to us some terrible backstory about her people and how something terrible happened and how this is the only way they can survive and they're doing this for their people. And we're gonna be like, bitch, we've had a guy say that to us many times before. It don't fly. It don't fly. And you know Emmett Selk. And then we're gonna punch her in the face. End of expansion. Boom, boom, boom. What the hell? I pressed F7. Press the wrong button there, and F3, and we do 6. I wish you would give him the thing, game. Game? Really? Do I not have a debuff on him? What the hell? Alright. What is the debuff? Which ability is that? Is it that one? Whatever. They removed it? That sucks, dude. That sucks. That's unnecessary. I enjoyed that debuff. Aw, boo! Is she gonna die and we get to see what happens? Is she gonna let this thing kill her? We'll help you! She's gonna be like, don't help me. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let's... Oh no! Look out! Right. And then she's gonna be like, I'm fine. Preserve. She needs healing. Right. But how would that work if you like got an arm cut off or like stabbed in the torso? Like that was a blast of power. But, like, what would happen if you got, like, the lower half of your body cut off? Like, how would that work? Yeah, or decapitated. That was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Okay, so she didn't mean to do it on purpose, but it did happen. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help you. Told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. This guy. Ah, channeling a Manderville, I see. Just like Zoraal Ja. Come on, let's get out of here. But also a function of a regulator. I mean, yeah, we've seen it twice now. I understand how Zoraal Ja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulators turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So, you've crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved by gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. Bye. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of peoples and those of beasts. Souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of a chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you could grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Streak. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you'll become more beast than man, like the snake guy. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings. It becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. I assume it operates the same way. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends, right? A cycle to which all within the dome are bound? This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations in the reflections are surprising indeed. Flashback? No, we're not gonna get a flash of Emmett being like, I told you. Sphene speaks of lived experiences that suggest she's far older than she appears. Considering the power of regulators, perhaps it's not so far-fetched. I've never seen it for myself, but it's said that if a beast soul is potent enough, a single soul is enough to induce a monstrous transformation. One of those beavers from Ilmeg. With little JC, holy shit, that'd be amazing. When Emmett spoke of surprising civilizations and other reflections, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind. Emmett Selk spoilering future content? I don't believe it. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea firsthand, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. I understand this is part of the culture, but it's no less disconcerting. While we have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what power Zoraal Ja has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliolol's concern. With his newfound power, Zoraal Ja has become a real threat to the entire world. I disagree. Send me in there. I'll bring 7 friends, and we'll bust him up real quick. Indeed. He has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Give me 7 good friends. We'll end this now. We will wrap it up real quick. Not even stressed. Embracing Oblivion. Cute. I trust you gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head back into the tunnel. For a brief moment, I thought that said vegetable hunter, and I was like, you're looking for corn servant? But that's not what it says. That's not what it says. I was like, yo, this corn servant storyline's getting crazy. That's not it. And there's not one nearby, huh? Southwest. Which is going to be on the other side of that wall, probably. What does Lamachi want to discuss, I wonder? 'Tis well, we could see firsthand how regulators are used, to draw upon even the souls of fiends. I shudder to imagine how powerful Zoraal Ja could become. To think that everyone has lived here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind. If this practice is integral to their culture, then every fiber of my being rails against it. Also, more importantly, are we going to learn one of those, like... we haven't seen any kids. I feel like that's weird. But also, I have questions. Okay. We also don't see a lot of kids often either, but... I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. Look, me too. In both technology and values, it's plain to see there's a wide gulf between Tural and Alexandria. And while Zoraal Ja knows everything about us, we hardly know anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So, here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Cahciua and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains, you were very quick to trust Queen Sphene! But the fact remains, they share our desire to stop Zoraal Ja. Sphene too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenvil's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Fair point. And knowing Zoraal Ja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in the strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind that machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tural. As you say, we have no proof that really is Cahciua. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoraal Ja for good and all. But more, I trust you, Erenvil. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? Don't you hear the music, dude? This is like we're gonna go do a thing music. I trust you as well. Yeah! That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. I got a baseball cap. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. I'm all for dealing with Zoraal Ja. We need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy after all. I agree with Wokdelmont. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. Oh, hello again. The wildlife can be very dangerous out there. You need to take care if you don't wear a regulator. You understand how regulators work now, I trust. It's one of those things that's best seen in action. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler. Better that than her former vacillating self, though. They just make fun of me? With the resources at their disposal, I'm hopeful that Kafka and her people will make great allies. The Vow of Resolve is possessed of conviction and flexibility both. If the tales are true, she learned much in the course of the right to succession. Yeah, I'm a pretty good mentor. Kafka, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoraal Ja. That face. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As Vow of Resolve, it falls on me to bring him to account. I'm prepared to do what I must. I won't hesitate when the time comes. Why do I feel like you will? Like us, you and yours oppose Zoraal Ja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kafka, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoraal Ja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides in the uppermost level. But while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, His movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Here's the thing. How much you want to bet the Queen is like, he's like a meat puppet. So she can blame everything on the king. Oh, the king's a bad guy. We don't like the king. But she's just controlling him. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoraal Ja will eventually march on Tural again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also a possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. So, oh no, he'll take the field. Right, we have to lure him out there. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tural. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him. So now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm? But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show him absolutely no interest in confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tural again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then I have no objections. Any campaign against Tural requires that Zoraal Ja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoraal Ja to move, you do well prepare for the battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh? I thought this was it. You'd be impressed to know we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hide in a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how you get through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sphene said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did. Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come meet me at the tower entrance. Before we head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly. After all, names are good to know when you're working together. intelligence that Kafka and her people possess will be very useful in our efforts. This is their main headquarters. I can't imagine what the actual place is like. It's eerie hearing my mother's voice come from the peculiar machine. Is it me, or is Annabelle and Kafka complete opposites in personality? I mean, it ain't just you. Between making new friends and entering the tower, I can't help but feel a little excited. Nice to meet you. Are they going to say the same things? Right. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakikwi. I'm Nostalgia. A pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwe is a Tonawatan name. Unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tural and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. Interesting that Nostalgia is the Alexandrian name. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry part of her with me. Yo, that'd be so nope, she doesn't have a thing. I'd be like, that'd be so twisted if she was like, I'd like to carry part of her with me. I'd be like, whoa. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name. Years ago, he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope he'd be released. When months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. That bastard! Even here thinks of nothing of his own people? Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the Order. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to darken the mood. No. I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you will have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see with my own eyes our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. And LNSP, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafka. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Wah, 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 wah. Meanwhile, in Everkeep, here we go. Oh, really? Okay.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require, is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tural? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuk Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City.
Right, so it was her. Just a different time period?
Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wuk Lamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tural.
What now?
By the way, you want to watch yourselves around mechanical soldiers roaming outside. They're malfunctioning and may yeah, alright. Yeah, okay. Help her if she mentioned anything embarrassing. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything. Not unduly. Nostalgia and Waiakui remind me of Alphino myself. Similar, but so different. We should chat sometime, trade twin tales. It takes no small amount of courage to oppose Zoraal Ja and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven indeed. Right. Gavga is waiting. Let's head to the tower. I guess we're going this way. Nope, that's the Earth and Sky hideout. So we're going this way. Nope, that's a lie. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We're just going outside. Bing, bong, boom, bing, boom, beep, beep, bop, boop, boop, boop. No corn yet. We have this, but we also have Auntie Knows Bet. We have 2 flying quests. Hold on now. Hold on now. Whoa! They were hiding my boy! Now for the main story. My, what a pleasant surprise. I hope you've been well since the appearance of this particular place. When first hearing the rumble of a stomach coming from within this dome, I mistook it for the roar of thunder. But sure enough, there was indeed a poor soul in need of my assistance. Would that I could make myself seen to them. I can only but assume it was fate that guided you here to see them given the help that they need and deserve. Please, follow me, and I shall take you to them. Corn in boots. Oh, wrong way. That's the MSQ. I got to go to the R MSQ, the real main story. Where you at, bud? Hungry Milala? The hell's a Malala? Is that the name? Is your name Hungry Malala? This Milala. I saw someone in chat say Alexandrian Lalafels. I don't know that I believe that. I think they are pre-Alolan Lalafels that went to Alexandria. Yo, I'm still on that shit. This is like, I'm still on this shit. I'm still on it. I'm still on it. I'm still on it. This Malala exudes overconfidence, perhaps to mask what ails his grumbling stomach. What's my theory? Oh, were you not aware of truth, actual facts, and not, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You mean actual truth and factual information? That on the this variant dungeon, the lore is literally says that on the onset of the 5th calamity, like basically stories Kalika Island former caretakers, right? The earliest known settlers arrived during the waning years of the 4th astral era. However, at the onset of the 5th calamity, otherwise known as the Age of Endless Frost, these settlers vanished, leaving behind the Great Shrine, which is a little Lala lady holding a big orb, dubbed the Forgotten People by those who came after, their mark on a Lola wooden door. Absolutely convinced this is connected. Absolutely convinced. And I saw someone say, what if it's bunnies? It's not. It's Lalafels were on the islands first, and they have there's a little secret Lala shrine with the Lala Queen. Absolutely convinced of this. Also, there's other ones in here too that explain it more. I don't remember where it is though. Yeah, this whole island's a bunch of Lalafels. It's where the Lalafels originated. They came from the islands. Boy, do I not remember where it is in here. I think this might be the one. Where was it? It's in here somewhere. There's more information about it. Is this it? A century ago, an undersea volcano erupted. Violent waves. Known as the Lala. Right, those who fled could only take a fraction of the treasures with them. Yo, hold on. Do you think that Malalas were the original Lalas because they know the Lala? And Lalafels are like what's left over, the fallen, the extra Lalafels, the extra bits, Lalafels? Yeah. I don't know where the hell it would be, though. But 100% there's story here about long ago, fever ravaged Lawwall infants, desperate to save their young, the islanders made soup. No, that's not it. It's in there. I don't want to spend time looking for this. Basically, the second one's the most important, that at some point in time, that the Lalafell people existed there, then left. And then left. And they were dubbed the Forgotten People. And then a portal opened and a bunch of Lalafells came out. I'm convinced now more than ever that Lalafells left this island and in some way ended up going through that portal and then coming back. The portal had to have been created in some way, right? I'm thinking that so they left in the fourth astral era, right? And then the onset of the fifth calamity, the Age of Frost. And I wonder if the fifth calamity has something to do with this? With the portal itself? I don't know. I don't know. Many a question, but I'm now more convinced than ever that Malalas are what Lalafells are originally called, and then Lalafells are like the left behind version. They fell off, dude.
Try the vegetables from the outskirts, they said. Who can stand to eat this swill? I can't do it. I won't. A man of Everkeep deserves better than this. With this perfectly manufactured rations in the production facility, full to bursting with nutrients, I could easily work for days with little rest. But this? I'd sooner starve myself until my work is done.
A rather sophisticated palate, it would seem. Perhaps if we take a generous helping of my kernels, apply a little heat and... Pop, pop, pop. There. Let's see what he thinks of my popped corn.
What in the blazes is this? This is absolutely delicious! Light and fluffy, yet so crunchy! Perfectly salted!
Where did you get that salt? Where did you get that salt?
I've never seen such a thing in Solution 9. And you say this was made from a vegetable? It would appear the plants grown down here are not to be underestimated. I believe I owe the farmers an apology.
Popcorn was a rousing success. He convinced himself that food should simply be taken as they are, never realized they'd become so much more given the right preparation. It was heartening to see something so simple as popped kernels could give him newfound appreciation for food. And with that, I believe our work here is done. I can scarcely imagine where my search for bellies and needing nourishment will take me next. Maybe to some sort of fantasy world inside of a computer. Wherever that may be, I should be glad to see you there. Safe travels, my friend.
And there he goes. The real hero. And there he goes. My real hero. Vroom. You're gonna give me corn? Because I'm gonna give you corn. What is this? Giant haddock dip. Well, I'm giving you 6 corns. Congratulations. You could use some corn. You could use some corn.